everyone, welcome back to another Oracle video. I'm Teresa and I'm going to draw the cards for the month of May. Before I start, let me thank every single person that sent me a message on any platform they found available about the tragic event of last month. All the love received was very helpful and I'm deeply appreciated to know that there are people that care. There are people that are available to give out a supportive message to a total stranger on the internet that draws the cards. Now, that being said, if you are new to my Oracle videos, they are very easy to follow. You just have to pick one or more card depending on how you are feeling, what cards are calling you, and so on. And afterwards, I will show the cards one by one and explain you the message behind them. It's very easy and you can stop the video at any moment to take some more time if you need to analyze the cards better, or you can just skip to the card you want to see the message. And there are chapters on the video itself, so it's easier for you to jump to the card you want to hear. However, every card has a message and it's always a little lesson, even if it's not the card we have chosen. So I always advise to listen to the message of every card. Now let's start to shuffle the cards and see what the Oracle has in store for all of us this month. Let's start to reveal card number 1, and for you that picked this card, you have got the Serpent. Serpent has the message of knowledge and healing, and this is a good card to start the month. The Serpent wants you to have a personal investment in your knowledge and in your inner healing. These can be connected or not, and they can work on separate levels as well. Firstly, regarding knowledge, you are being advised to invest in your knowledge, and this can be as direct as getting yourself into some sort of class, to read by yourself, to study by yourself about a certain subject, to learn about things you are interested in, but probably left behind in the past. Sometimes priorities speak louder and we end up leaving our personal interests behind and never truly invest in them. Maybe you always wanted to do a pottery class, but never had the time. Or maybe you wanted to learn to play the guitar, but never had the money for classes. Maybe you started working young and didn't have the opportunity to enroll in some sort of academic course that you really wanted to. And maybe now it's time to do it, okay? It doesn't really matter if it is a small thing, like buying a book about the subject you want to learn more about, or getting yourself enrolled into a class, trying things and doing things for your own knowledge, your own personal gain. It's important to do that this month, okay? Truly think about things you always wanted to learn, or think what could help you improve your life at this present moment. It can also be something work-related to help you get a promotion, for example. However, the other part of this card that can be linked to the knowledge is the healing. And here we can have the approach of you need to heal from things you haven't given yourself the proper time to heal from. You haven't allowed yourself to close the wounds and are just leaving them there to heal on their own. But this is not working. Knowledge can help you with this healing, even if just by making you get out of the house or be distracted by a few hours per day, meeting new people with similar minds. There are many ways knowledge can help you. It can even make you feel empowered and more confident within yourself. But this healing does not need to come from knowledge. Sometimes, just like a serpent, a snake, you need to shed the old and welcome the new. And this takes time and effort and energy, okay? Healing is not a straight line. It won't happen overnight. And you really need to work on it. You need to explore the things that are hurting you, and sometimes you need to do a little pull of the little skins that want to fall but are hanging on by a thread. And if you just give it a little pull, it will peel right off. So take the month of May to explore new paths of knowledge and allow yourself time to heal. Allow yourself to heal from things you may not even know that still need healing. Moving along to the second card, for those of you that picked this one, you've got to know yourself, the bee. Okay, the bee has a message of luck, industriousness, and swift victory. Okay, busy bee, as always, it's a sign of hard work, but sweet results. So all in all, these are always a positive sign. Even if seen in the wild, bees are a sign that things are working properly. The ecosystem is working. Luck, industriousness, sweet victory. You need to be industrious, or for a simpler wording of the situation, you have to work for your sweet victory. Sometimes we need to create our own luck. We can't expect it to fall from the skies and just happen. Yes, some people are indeed very lucky, but most of the times people that we consider lucky worked hard for their luck because they made things happen. They made the efforts to be at the right place at the right time and speak with the right people. Invest where they found more convenient for their goals. Of course, sometimes we think it is the right place and time and people, but eventually we find out it's all wrong. And that's okay to happen. You just need to pick yourself up and keep working for it. Like the bee changes from one flower to another in search of the best pollen to collect, so should you move accordingly to your goals, to your will, your dreams, until you find the right place to invest yourself. And when you do find the right place, you need to work hard. You need to work in a community. Remember that bees work in communities, okay? They have an entire hive working together, so you need to know that working together can make us stronger as opposed to working alone. However, don't take this card as a sign to overwork yourself to the point of exhaustion and burnout. That's not the point, and if you do that, you will end up losing your strength, your stamina, and falling short of your goals because you will be too tired to reach the finish line. You need to work smarter and in a community. Work with others, not against others. If you put your mind to it, you will see that May is a month that can bring you sweet victories, but in order for that to happen, you need to put in some effort too. Now for the third card, we have the card of movement. This is an interesting card. It's a marker of change. As you can see, even if the card is called movement, the image itself looks like a very still lake. The water doesn't seem to show any movement at all. It makes you wonder why this card is called movement or why it's not showing up a coursing river instead. And that's why I'm here to explain the card. So like I said, this is a marker of change. Are you being too still in your own life? Are you allowing things to be so calm they appear to be on pause? Are you resisting to move forward, keeping yourself in the safe space you created for yourself? This card wants you to change all of that. There is no growth when we stop. There is no evolving when we allow ourselves to come to a standstill. And the longer we stay in this state, the harder it will be to get out of it. We grow comfortable within the comfort zone, but comfort zones should not be our entire existence. Comfort zones are needed for times that we need to rest, to feel comfortable, to allow ourselves to just exist for a little while. That's fine, that's needed, and it is healthy to do so from time to time. But if we allow ourselves to grow this comfort zone to the point that it is present in our entire life, we never step out of it, then we will stop ourselves from growing, from experiencing life, and from truly enjoying good and new things that life can show us. New people, new experiences, new adventures. There's just so much potential outside of the comfort zone that we should never settle for it. Can it be hard to step outside of the comfort zone? Yeah, of course it can. And most of the time, it's very, very uncomfortable, obviously, but it's worth it and needed. So this card wants you to change that. It wants you to start moving, to allow your still waters to start moving. You need movement, you need action, you need to allow things to happen, to change, to exist outside of the comfort bubble. Don't resist change. Don't resist movement. If you see things happening that are not usual, allow them to happen and see where it leads. Who knows the amazing experiences waiting for you to just start moving towards them. Life is meant to be lived in movement. We are made up of cycles, of ups and downs, sadness and happiness, a mix of emotions and different moments. So get some movement in your life and stop resisting the urge to be still. Last card for the month of May is the card of the Queen. Okay, this card has the message of woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. This is obviously a card with a very feminine and nurturing energy, but it's also a very powerful energy. Queens rule their kingdoms. They rule over their people, but they care about them too. Queens want the best for their people, to embrace them and help them overcome difficult times. Whether you identify as male or female or both or another third thing, this card wants you to connect with the feminine energy we all possess. We all have a feminine and masculine side inside of us, different energies that are channeled through our bodies in different ways. And this card in particularly wants you to be more in touch with your feminine energy, with your feminine power. And if you don't know what this means, then you should be more in touch with your emotions, with your nurturing side, but direct these efforts towards your own self too. See how this card speaks about friendships and sexuality. This card wants you to be in control of your own sense of self-worth, your own self-love. You need to truly love yourself, to shine how proud of your own self you are. You need to let people know that you know what are your limits and that you are not afraid to set them. You are aware of your own power and you are not afraid to use it. You are not ashamed of your own sexuality and you will not hide it anymore. You are loved by your friends and you are not scared of loving them back. So all in all, this card wants you to nurture your own feminine power, allow it to grow, to expand, to be more powerful than ever before, but also to let your sexuality be free from judgment. May, it's a good month to reach out to your friendships, to nurture your friends, to nurture yourself too, and remember that queens, just like mothers, are nurturers. But you need to feel empowered enough by yourself so you can empower others as well. If you need, then reach out to others in order to get some help so you can explore your feminine power to full potential. As you can see on this image, the queen isn't alone. She has a servant and a musician playing for her, helping her feel her best self. Of course, I'm not telling you to get a servant, that's not the point, but sometimes we need a helping hand or just a sound advice from a friend in order to feel better about ourselves and feel our self-love be replenished. This is everything I have for the month of May. I hope the messages were clear and will be helpful to you during this month. Feel free to let me know which or card or cards you have picked. I would love to hear all about it. If the card resonated with you or not, what do you feel about the message received, and so on. I'm sorry if the framing isn't the best, but I'm still moving furniture around, so I'm filming this on my living room floor at the moment. Things are a bit hectic, but I'm doing the best I can, so bear with me for a little while longer. I promise I will make the videos a bit better soon enough. And now I have to go, but remember, you can always follow me on other social media platforms linked on the description box. And you can also donate to help keep this channel alive through my Ko-Fi account. And if you are interested in doing private readings, you can also request one over there as well. So feel free to check that out. I will see you on the next video. Have a lovely month of May and have fun. Bye!